All right, welcome to another edition of Amazon MGM News. As know that if you've seen the god awful female diehard White House down that has fallen type movie called G20 or G20, I don't know, stars Viola Davis and Anthony Starr of the Boys fame. So he got, but unfortunately, despite the negative response and reviews that even on Rotten Tomatoes said, it became the most watched Amazon NGM Studios movies on Prime Video, and it packed in 15 million views. So I think this is going to be a huge win. I mean, I have seen this movie, but the thing is that I think there's something where it's similar to it's like the female version of White House Down or Has Fallen franchise, like stars Morgan Freeman and Gerard Butler. So you've seen that, but it's a good film, but. I happen to know this is not as good as another. It's a so bad it's good film, but even a terrible Die Hard ripoff. Yeah, sure, it got speed and on the siege, but this did not. I mean, yeah, you need pretty much this movie is pretty much okay film, but even though this movie had a female led movies over Amazon and GM, most including some movies like Matt Says and the math that leads you to We Are Liars. Not this is not a spin-off of Big Little Lies. Okay, stars Reese Witherspoon, Nicole Kidman. That's not related. As was the third and final season of the Summer I Turned Pretty. It's a teen drama series you probably see on Prime Video, but and then he said in statement he say back off at Amazon viewership is the fact that the movie also landed the number one spot on the Nielsen movie chart debut week at the 51.6 million minute stream. And boy, it got to six. And it was good, but I think Amazon NGM stuff and most pretty Prime Video will have to do with streaming service that appear to audience like casual audience that want to be. And another film was came on recently was on Prime Video was Hated States. It's a film. It was an action comedy film that stars John Cena and Idris Elba, Jacob Copra, and that guy from another person you also familiar from The Boys, and especially 5 second films on videos on YouTube. It was Jack Quaid, but it got a big success. Even the got on the success on and it was directed by the guy who Russian director who did Nobody, but other rest. But for me, Head of States is going to be a success than G20 because it's not like related to this movie. This movie is a more action, fun comedy, like in the vein like 48 Hours or Lethal Weapon or any of one the movie when they produced that and then the Indian dude Kamoon. Well, the movie was released in 2019. In the time that really was under after the 20th Century Fox and Disney merger. So I think that movie make no sense. Had the stage was not as good as in G20, it was, but I think this not between this. Like I know, Head of States is a fun action comedy film, but G20 was more like a serious tone, like more action, more hot thread drama. But for me, sorry of that. I hold a second. But for me, if this movie is going to be a more like an action female action movie, like A Time Blonde was the female led action film was more like in avoid the wokeness and all that stuff. But G20 is no exception. I respect this movie's awesome. I respect if Kamala Harris is should be win of that become the president. That movie was released in the time, but unfortunately, this movie made doing the Trump presidency for the second time. That made no sense. So for me, I respect to G20 was more become the next Die Hard or a little bit Has Fallen series franchise, but I think that's what's going on next in 20. What's going on the Amazon NGM and the production company Juvie Productions will continue working with Amazon NGM. What most notable is going to be it's going to be Alan Clock was going to be a more like a different kind of movie, and especially the remake with and the one movie with alongside Yaya Doom and the second I don't know was also working with another film called you the director of the and a different the movie you will see in a video in the description. But for me, I respect this movie. But if you love G20, it's been more likely it's that it's bad, but it's good movie. So go check it out. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and but I hope to do another Amazon NGM news later on today. So see you there.